Hello everyone, it's Kathy Jo here, sharing the Facebook Live for Quietfire Creations. Is anyone there? Hi Suzanne. Hi Cora. Hello. I'll just wait a couple more seconds here for people to arrive. Hi Donna. So before I get into the card, I'll just show you guys something I came across this. It's perfect for a Throwback Thursday. I was looking for a one of the Canada Day cards I made a few years ago. Hi Kathy. And I came across this card. It's one of my favorite cards. It uses Suzanne's stamp, I Dwell in Possibility. And yeah, it's such a sweet card. I kept it. I don't know how many years old this is, but I thought it was nice to kind of share it again. Anyway, so that's my Throwback Thursday today. So here's the card we're making. Hi Yogi. It is a fancy fold. I call it a double gatefold card. And the beautiful part of this card is the friendship stamp die. Hi Judy. Friendship stamp die that's on the front of the card. It's friendship isn't a big thing, it's a million little things. So before I get into the details of the card, I'd just like to remind everyone that we have a Quietfire Creations blog spot. Be sure to check that out. There's some great inspiration there that we'd love to for you to see. We also have the digital blog spot that features projects created using all of Suzanne's awesome digital files. To see some more inspiration, you can check out the Elizabeth Craft Design blog that has Suzanne's dies, her clear stamps, and also stencils. And then, of course, here check out the Quietfire Design Facebook page, and don't forget to sign up for the the Suzanne Cannon fan group. That's a great little group. We do it's a group where fans of Suzanne can share projects that that they've used using some of her product. We do a show me Sunday every yeah, Show Me Sunday every Sunday. And then we also, like we did a giveaway a couple weeks ago, and it's just a great little space for fans of Suzanne to share their stuff. Also, check out the newsletter, sign up for it if you haven't. That's a great little email blast that you get every once in a while to see more inspiration, news on new product, and also sales. Now, every Thursday we do a Facebook Live, and if you see product on one of the Facebook Lives and you'd like to order it, but you want to find it quick, you can check out Leathers Live. It's on the store, and just click on that. You can see all the product that we've used in prior Facebook Lives. And like I said, we do a Facebook Live every Thursday. Suzanne usually does it 3 times, and I pop in and just make a card one time. We do it every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The only time we're not doing it right now is next Thursday because of the holidays here. We're all going to take a little holiday, but we'll start up again the Thursday after. So let's go ahead and get started on the card. So what you're going to need for the card is the Friendship Isn't a Big Thing stamp. And you will also need a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock for your base, cut down to 6 by 12. You'll need some pattern paper. This paper is from Graphic 45. It's the Birdsong. This is my favorite piece of pattern paper. And so if you ever get a card from me using this, then you know you are something special. It's so beautiful. From the same collection, I've also used some more of the birdsong paper. I could have used either side, but I chose that side. You'll need some coordinating paper. I chose cardstock. I used ivory here. And then I also used some light gold glitter cardstock behind it. Now you can cut this using just a cutter. You can cut this as squares, 2 squares if you want to. I chose to use some torn rectangle dies by Crafter's Companion. You'll need some black ink. I used StazOn. Some ribbon to make a cute bow. Some bling. I chose to put on a little flower. Some pearls. I also used some gold along the edges of my pattern paper, so I used a little gold marker for that. And you'll also need some foam tape and a tape runner or some double-sided adhesive tape. And I also used a glue gun right to adhere my bow. I should probably do that. Put that in now. Okay. Oh, and you'll need a scoreboard. And if you really are interested, I also keep a 1/4 cup of peanut butter M&Ms next to me. That's optional, but I encourage that. Okay, so after you cut your base to 6 by 12, you're going to score it 4 times. On one side, you're going to score at 2 and at 10. Flip it over, score again at 4, and then at 8. And that's all you need the scoreboard for. And you're going to fold this. Okay, so you can see how I did that there. So it's just a different form of the gatefold card. Okay, so next we're going to want to put some panels on the on your card. So what you can do is what I found was the simplest is to just take my paper, my pattern paper, and cut it to 5 3/4 high, and then just cut off from there. So you're going to cut 2 panels for the front, and they're going to be 5 3/4 inches high and 1 3/4 inches wide. So you're going to need 2 of those. So I've already got those done. Put paper on without standing up. Let's see. That's pretty even. Oh, and when I cut my panels, I put the gold marker along the edges. You don't have to do that. I just did that because everything was so dark and I wanted the gold on the back of this to pop. And what you will need to be mindful of is if the pattern has a certain orientation, you're going to want to make sure that everything is in the same orientation. Like luckily with this is random, so that works out really well. Okay, so now we get to do the inside. We're going to do 2 more pattern papers. Like it could be the same pattern as this. I chose to do that just to kind of have the inside separate from the outside, just a different pattern. So you're going to make 2 more at 5 3/4 high by 1 3/4 wide, and your middle piece here is going to be 5 3/4 high by 3 3/4 wide. So I'll quickly do this here. And again, just be mindful of the direction here. Oh, thanks, Dan. Yeah, I will be honest. I know I said this a couple weeks ago. Suzanne's stamps are so beautiful, and they look great with graphic 45 paper. Well, they look great with any paper, but I'm a big graphic 45 fan. I like their papers a lot, and I think they go so well together. So that's the inside there. Hi, Judy. Okay, so next we're going to front again. So I'm using a stamping platform. You don't have to if you don't want to, or if you don't have one. But so again, I'm using the ivory colored cardstock there. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. Oops. Beautiful. Isn't that a gorgeous stamp? I didn't press down well enough, or I didn't put enough ink on it, but wow, look at those lovely details on that. So with the magic of Facebook Live, I've already had it cut. So it looks great. Oh, Suzanne, that's the Birdsong collection. They haven't made it in a while, which is unfortunate because I really do like the collection. But there's another one that they came out with, I think it was last summer maybe. It was floral something. And so it has like similar floral patterns, but like one's, like some of the paper's black, some of it's navy blue, and there were some other colors in it. So if you can't find Birdsong, find the floral one. I can't remember what it is right now. Okay, so for this, what I did was I took it, I die cut it using the torn rectangle dies, and then I also die cut the glittery gold one. Now, just a tip with the glitter. Sometimes like regular runner tape doesn't work so well on it. So what I like to do is I just like to use some really good double-sided adhesive tape. I don't have any scissors. It's being torn. Cleaned off my desk before I did this, and I took almost everything off of it, well, except for the M&Ms and the stuff I needed. So I got a little too aggressive and took my scissors off. Okay, so that's that. So next we're going to want to put it on the front of the card. Now if you notice, you're only adhering it to one side. You don't want to put all your adhesive or your foam over the entire thing, because then what's going to happen is it's going to be closed shut and it won't be a very good card if you can't open it. So when I close it, I want it about right there. So there are a couple ways you can do this. You can take like a light light pencil. You line it up, take a light pencil, and then kind of mark it across there. I'm just going to use my nail so I can see that. And then I'm going to use my foam tape just in that section I just did. Make sure you're putting it on the right side. So if you're ever looking for foam tape, this tape is really good. It's from Crafter's Companion. It's very sticky, and it holds its shape really well too. I know, nails are definitely handy. Okay. So there's that. Is that pretty? My gosh, that stamp is so gorgeous. Love it. I love how the black just pops against the back of that. Okay, so I made my little bow. This is just some seam binding. Just kind of coordinates with it. I love making bows. I hope you guys like making bows. They're so fun to do. I'm just going to throw a little bit on. One around right there. But what you don't want, string. What you don't want to do is cover up the beautiful stamp. Oh my, okay, that's really stringy. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little flower. Coordinates so perfectly with that. I have no idea where I got this at, but seemed to go well with paper. Okay, so now I've got some finishing touches here. Went to my stash and I got some pearls because I thought they'd look pretty in the corners there. So just gonna grab a few of these. You only need 3. Isn't that pretty? Just love this little card. Love the colors, love the stamp. Like, this is a great little card. Now, I went minimal on the embellishments, but you can definitely add a lot more. Like, you could add some of the pearls along the outside edges if you wanted to. Now, one question that people seem to ask is, because a lot of times when I'm sharing a card is, you know, I'm sharing the outside of the card. It's much easier to photograph. Most of my cards are tent fold cards, and you really can't see the inside. And a lot of people ask, well, that's great on the outside, but what do I put in the middle? Or on the inside of the card? Well, luckily with Suzanne, she's got a lot of stamps that, a lot of beautiful quote stamps, sentiments, just, you know, if you're really looking for something to go on the inside of a card, Quietfire Design definitely has a selection for you. So with this one, friendship isn't a big thing, it's a million little things. So what I thought about was what stamps could go on the inside. So I'm just going to share a couple with you. I stamped these out really quick, so please ignore how poorly they were done. So friendship isn't a big thing, it's a million little things. So on the inside you could say, thank you for all you do, for your thoughtfulness, thank you for being my friend, for listening, for your support, for everything. So I know this is one set, and you know, these are great stamps. This is a great stamp set to have in your stash. You can make so many beautiful cards on the inside or on the outside. Just thank you, like on one corner or even in the same line of your card, you know, for listening, for being my friend. It's just great. So some more that I thought would look good on the inside of the card was thinking of you, wish you were here, in a perfect world you would live next door, miss you, being thankful, Thank you. And our friendship spans the miles. She has some wonderful friendship stamps and thank you and thinking of you rubber stamps. So all you have to do is just pop onto the Quietfire store and then go into the rubber selection, and then you can go by topic and you can find friends, thank you, thinking of you. And she just has a great selection, so that's a good spot to look and shop. Okay, so that's the end of the Facebook Live today. I really hope you enjoyed the card. Does anyone have any questions on anything? Okay. Well, don't forget to check out the Quietfire Creations blog. Sign up for the newsletter if you haven't. Again, we're not having a Facebook Live next week, but the week after we're having a live. So we look forward to seeing you then. And don't forget, sign up for the fan page. We'd love to see you on there. It's a sweet little group, and we'd love to see what you create. And we ask questions and stuff like that too, just like what do you like making with Suzanne products and stuff. It's a great little group, and we'd love to see you join the group. Don't forget to answer the questions, and we'll get you in the group right away. So thank you everyone for stopping by. For those of you in the, thanks Kathy. For those of you in the U.S., have a happy 4th of July. My fellow Canadians, have a great Canada Day, and we'll talk to you in 2 weeks. Bye.